please remember to leave a like, a comment, share the video about, and if you haven't already, subscribe. Thank you. Well, isn't this just fantastic? Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be delving into the deleted stream from Chantal. One of many she deletes, but this one is, I'd say, dark, because it involves crying and fretting and shouting. Now, on the face of it, there is a lot of skepticism with regards to what she says within it and the context surrounding it. For those who are unaware, at the end of October she is scheduled to go home. Was scheduled to go home. This is all important. She is a woman in Syria with no rights. The one thing she doesn't want to be doing is acting like a Western woman who has rights in a country where she does not have rights. No matter how many times we tell her to not stay in Syria, not be in Syria, not go to Syria, or go to any country where she is a lesser being, she's going to do what she wants. She is a tautology. Chantal does what Chantal wants, irrespective of the damage it will do to Chantal's life, potentially. Hell, Salah, all he has to do is put her outside and leave her there. That would be enough to put her in Camp Al Roj if they can be bothered to dump her there, with Shamima Begum. The stream in question happened while I was live a couple days ago. I missed the stream because she deleted it so fast, but it does set up a second stream where we were led to believe she was going home early as a consequence of this stream. So we're going to see if we can get through both of those videos, or live streams, here.
I just need someone to talk to. Yeah, I'm gonna be changing my ticket. I'm gonna see if I can find a place for, to move in immediately.
This was not long after she'd had another breakdown where Salah went nuts at her in one of her chats. We have covered that because mercifully Just Saying last time like this time managed to get it before it was deleted and have the chat as well. The background music is just amping that drama. Many have rolled their eyes at this because they don't believe any of it's real anymore. Chantal has told so many lies and partaken in so many scams to drive up interest that it is very hard for someone who has appeared to cry wolf too many times to be taken seriously or with any modicum of real, which leads more people to say, you made your bed on the floor in the living room because you don't get to share a bed in another room anymore, even though you weren't married to begin with, now lie in it, after your cat's taken a dump in it.
So, no, I'm not okay at all. I was only waiting for October because, I need money to move, I can't talk about it.
One of the things you really shouldn't be doing in a country where they will watch you while you're doing it, or watch it on playback later, is go to your chat and be passive-aggressive, or give out too much information from the very person about the person, or around a person, or to suggest something about the person who has to take you to the airport. It's going to get worse for you, and we don't want it to. I want you to get out so you can start your inevitable redemption arc, or the I was the victim of DV arc that I expect, while you maintain the hijab because you're a good Muslim revert, when really you're just very self-conscious about the fact that you're bold by choice. By choice because you're too lazy to take medications when you had the chance to save yourself. Story of your life, really, because it leads to a second stream we're going to get to soon. Streams like this are, because you're in Syria, a very dangerous thing to do and solely exist because many of us think this to drive up interest and donations to you to help you get home sooner, or to get home on time and make it easier on yourself because you want first world life with a first world luxury after having, quote, slummed it in a third world country. You haven't slummed it. No, you gave it all up, took it all for granted, and are paying the price for it, and your audience shouldn't have to fund that. They should instead fund my escape from Syria. My spirit is there. It's stuck in KFG, guys. Coffee.com/TheRealOmega9873.
So, I guess, you guys just make me feel better. So I just wanted to let you know I'm gonna probably just change my flight. And go home sooner.
When I was live streaming on Wednesday, some had speculated that this stream was yet again another one of Chantal's emotional moments where she hadn't taken certain medications she needs to keep her brain centered. I don't want to be the guy to say that as true, hence why I prefaced it with my audience. So I'm not going to be accused of victim blaming, shaming, or gaslighting. Don't try me.
I don't know what to say. I'm just not well. Anyways, yeah, I'm gonna be looking to go sooner.
Something which she should have been doing anyway, because she had a whole month of nothing, and when they were gone for 3 days, she had a meltdown. I don't know why she thought in her head to stick around longer when she could rebook the flight anyway. She knows that. She was talking about it a few streams earlier. I know this because we covered it. It was after she'd finally got hands on some food that wasn't eggs, and all the rice and all the lamb.
I know, I just want to go home, man. I can't. Yeah, like I have a ticket like booked, but I don't know how much it's gonna cost to change it, but I'm gonna check.
Are you telling me even after you said you were going to look into changes to flights so you could take Julia with you, merely 2 streams earlier to this one that you deleted, you didn't look at the cost anyway just in case? Right. Something tells me you want more money. The entitlement from you makes you one of the most cliche millennials I have ever had the misfortune of observing in the online space. There are levels of tragic that make many of your haters roll their eyes a full 360 to then do it again.
Yeah, it's great. A cheap hotel. I have to. America is what? Really? Yeah. I agree, Kingu.
1-star hotel it is for you for the next couple months while you settle back into your life in Canada, because the Canadian people shouldn't have to front any bills to look after you, and quite frankly, you turned your back on them nearly 3 years ago, and then less than 6 months ago you gave up all your rights as a human being to go and LARP as a fake Muslim in a fake marriage in a country where you would be beheaded for less.
I can't tell you anything.
Well, based on your crying, you don't have to. We can infer from that, safely I might add, a number of theories. 1, you've had an argument with Salah, or Salah's family and Salah. 2, you've imagined you've had an argument with Salah and or Salah's family. 3, you've forgotten to take medication. 4, you're on your own and you forgot to take your medication. And 5, all apply. 6, there's a possible 6th. You want to go home early but can't afford to go home early, so are doing a stream to drive up interest in your channel enough to be able to get those donations in, but since you delete the stream quickly, you don't get enough donations, so you can't fake tear it for much longer, meaning you had only thought about doing a 5 to 10 minute stream, crying it up like there's no tomorrow, hoping your audience, who are all broken on the dole anyway, will support you in some way. How was that?
Hey, Brooke, I just need to go home. Like, you know, it's just hard. All the up and down, yeah. It's really not, you know, just wait.
The tragic thing for you is that you can't stand to be around people, yet you don't like to be alone. Meaning you want people in the premises, on the premises, that you can, when you want to, talk to, but when they're not there, you are alone, you are miserable, your anxiety gets the better of you, and your intrusive thoughts start to have you go through some kind of paranoia, which is why you go so heavy on certain additives that you sniff or ingest.
I know, I wish I could snap my fingers. I'm just like on here, like, just to, I don't know. I don't even know. I guess just what I'm used to doing when I'm in like a crisis. Yeah. I'm gonna I'll come back because I'm gonna check my flights.
Well, look who perked up after they got a $10 donation, guys. It's nice to know that you're only ever nice when money's thrown at you. If you weren't £500-ish, 4 foot tall and ugly on the inside as well, you could have been a stripper in a past life. In your mind.
I'm gonna like check my flights and come back, okay? I know, I just want to get out of here.
Part of me wonders if Chantal is smart enough to start jotting her story notes on her phone in a hidden file so Salah doesn't ever see it. So when she gets home she can expose him, guys, for all those extras This is the real me, the real side of Syria, guy. These are the B-sides of my harrowing journey. All of which self-inflicted. The hijab won't ever come off, nor will the face spanks, because she knows damn well her face is sinking and drooping further than her fupa.
I really do. Yeah, a tiny sheer mark. Like, it's just to not feel alone. You know?
Do you think Salan knows she's live right now? Or do you think she's hiding in the outhouse where she goes for her daily, thrice daily, okay, more than thrice daily dumps?
Yeah, I will. I'm gonna check my options out. And, I can't stay for a whole month, like...
Regularly when I livestream covering Chantel's stupidity, I ask my audience, hello, you lovely, lovely people, whether or not you feel any sympathy for the situation she has put herself in. Invariably, the vast majority say no. I don't feel any sympathy either. And it's because of one very important detail that we've always mentioned. She chose this. No matter how many times she is told no, she goes against it. She was clearly spoiled as a child and never told no. So as an adult, she's too proud to admit when she can be wrong on something. She's gone on live for 4 minutes-ish, crying about the fact that she wants to go home and has to go home early, which is convenient because she did follow up, eventually, with another stream. This stream was meant to be her going home. Well, that didn't work out so well, did it now?
YouTube is so glitchy. I'm trying to go into my studio to fix my, my thing.
Since Chantel doesn't know how to fix anything or make anything, she doesn't know how to do live streams properly, she's been doing this coasting on for years, and in Syria does the on-off camera crap, audio quality all over the place, yet apparently in 1080p, I'm inclined to believe that she's talking out of her ass, and is just trying to find a way to make it so that her latency isn't as bad by lowering it. Since she streams in 1080p, the smarter move when she's not on camera would be to lower it down to 480, hell 720 at most. Data usage goes with that, you know. Now why don't you get to the part where you tell us about your quaint attempt to fly home early, which could well be a lie, and could also be, if true, a massive waste of what little funding you had to either try and stay in Syria for longer, to drum up more interest and more financial assistance from your pay pigs, or it could well just be imaginary, which I guess is the first one really, isn't it?
Hi everyone.
Silence!
Yeah, I put my I'm in Syria.
Not according to your channel page. You know, the about part where you still have yourself listed as Canada, because if you had it listed as Syria where you really are, you'd be demonetized. Which, by the way, is, and I've said it before, a violation of terms of service, which does in fact mean you should be demonetized. And then before someone says, oh my god, Megan's trying to get someone demonetized. No, I'm stating what the rules state and what she's really doing. Meaning, if the rules were implemented, she would be butt-fecked in a way that couldn't get her possibly ever saved in her life. She would be living in Camp Sunshine with Shamima Begum.
Can you guys hear me? Okay, so I put my hi Teardrop, hi everyone I missed. I put my thumbnail as, so the pictures in my thumbnail if you want to have a look. Basically, there's a banana and juice in a box. And then there's the proof that I changed my flight, because I know people already.
I'll be honest with you, no one cares. Either you're in Canada or you're in Syria, or Lebanon. It doesn't matter to any of us. What matters is what you think your reality is and how you present it to us. Any sane person wouldn't be in the situation you're in. Any sane person would not choose to go to the position you're in, or be in the position you're in. But then there are people in this planet, on this planet, who are trying to sail boats to areas nearby to deliver what they deem to be supplies, and are then being held for repeatedly doing the same thing. Insanity, by the way. And you've been back to Syria once, after going to Nomadland, remember? Where you scammed your audience? Yeah, that was cute.
I shouldn't be appealing to the negative, and I'm stuffy because I sneezed like 50 times just now. Anyway, because I kissed my cat. Yeah, you guys can tell where I am. This is why I want to change. Hold on a minute. I gotta try to put members only.
The reason she made the change to members only, or was trying to make it members only, is because she knew her haters. But also anyone else that would be considered a detractor appeared in her chat and gave her what for. There weren't many, but because Chantal obsesses over negativity, because she thrives with it. If thriving can include being over 450 pounds. She thrives regardless. She needs it to be relevant.
It's so weird. Yeah. I'm in Syria. Okay, can you hear me now? It won't let me change. I don't want to talk. I don't want just anyone in my chat. I don't want negative, annoying people.
Can you ban yourself from your own chat then? Because you're the entire reason your community exists the way it is. And I don't mean the people on the dole who support you monetarily. No, I mean the negative commentary communities that exist because of you, who were once your own supporters that you then banned, or because they saw what you really were, made their own content against you. You have always been a negative person. Always. You've never been positive unless it involved eating, and boy do you light up when you see the food you like. You may want to hide it, you may want to limit your exposure to it, but the reality is it will always exist for as long as you are who you are. Because you've never changed, it is never likely to be any different for you. You're welcome, by the way.
Yeah, Lyra, I have a right to do members only. Okay, so,
Do you even have that many members left? No offense intended, but you don't have the most active membership community anymore. You used to have a lot, yes. Now, I doubt you have more than 100. And I'm including the 10 you gave away for free.
I fainted, yeah. Well, I mean, I think, like, basically what happened was... So, I barely had, like, any sleep today. Like, basically I changed my... No, I don't want an echo chamber. I just don't want lies and bullshit.
Well, then your community's screwed because you, the arbiter of truth, are typically known as a liar and a bullshitter. You're welcome. We all know that you claim you fainted at the airport, and that's why you're still in Syria even though you were meant to be going home. Because you're an idiot. You can make all the excuses you like, that you didn't eat enough, you didn't sleep enough, but no one believes you, someone who's lower to the ground than somebody who is barely learning to walk, a toddler. You're quite short. You, somebody that would cause an avalanche with a simple 2 Richter scale drop, fell in an airport. No one believes that because we know you're usually driven about, and then picked up by a bunch of Syrian LARPers for the coffin dance.
And people being negative for nothing. I'm trying to tell what happened to me, so what's the drama?
There is no drama beyond the lies you spew. The only thing of interest is that you are still in Syria. You are still, at this point, while a professional live streamer, property of another person and therefore not a human being. I have always said I will never go to a country where equality is not enshrined in law in some way. Not because I'm a feminist, because I sure as hell am not, but because I believe that everyone matters. When it comes to the political landscape, we all know that for real equality to exist, no lives matter. Where you are, it's just the women that don't matter.
I'm trying to, like, hold on a second. Like, I can't alter this live. It's so annoying. Shut up. Goodbye. Exactly. I just want to talk without people attacking me for no effing reason, so...
Well, the easiest way for you to spill your truth, to speak your mind and be Chantal, the bestest version you could ever be, would be to remove your live chat entirely. I firmly believe, I don't care what you think, I don't care what you espouse, you should be allowed to say it. Now, YouTube terms of service do limit certain words, for example, so I have to abide those rules. It's why I now stream also on Rumble. Linked my Rumble in the comment, pinned one that is, down below. Yes. You do want an echo chamber. You want your ego fluff. You want the money to roll in. You want to be celebrated. You want placards held up high, calling you some kind of goddess or something. At this stage, though, I don't think goddess is the right word or anything implying some kind of femininity, nor masculinity. You are decidedly androgynous. Although, unlike the slug that you're usually compared to, slugs can't handle salt, and boy do you love it.
If you're here to do that, you can be blocked. Okay, so I'm not in the mood. I'm like really, really not well today. So, okay, so, and no 12-year-olds. Restart to members only. I wonder if I can do that. Okay, I'm gonna restart and try, okay? Be right back.
Now, minus me removing a boatload of her just dead air, which is why I speed her up for those who don't know when I livestream covering this bish. Removing the dead air didn't help. She wants an echo chamber, she doesn't like detractors, yet she needs them to exist. She does go on to restart the stream, yes, and do more, and basically explain that it's because of the food and the beatus, guys, the food and the beatus, which is why she's still in Syria. To me and many others, this looks like an extension of the scam she is currently performing. She expects when she leaves Syria to be able to get herself a nice place and be set up. That's not okay. You chose to go to Syria and destroy your channel in the process. It is unlikely to recover. If you ever do some kind of story times going over how Salah treated you, you're not going to get the views or the support you expect. Many people do not believe anything you say, which is why the haters exist in the way they do. A machination entirely of your own creation. You should be very proud of that, because unlike your play button, they're real.